there, I'm Sage and welcome to Sage's Illustration. Today we've got a very special video and I'm doing something very new. Today we are going to be customizing this Draculaura doll, and I am going to be making her into a miniature version of myself for fun. First things that I'm going to do is prep her for customization by cutting off her hair, wiping off her face. She is ready for Mr. Super Clear, and I'm thinking I might even sand her body so that I can put some blushing on it. So excuse the cat tail. My cat decided she needed to sit on the desk. So there she is. Okay, now that I have her all sanded, I'm gonna dust her off with this towel, and then I'm gonna bust out the pastels and see if I can't bring a little bit more life by putting some pastels into her joints and maybe somewhere around her face too. Then I will be spraying her with Mr. Super Clear and hanging her up to dry, and then depending on how well that blushing job looks, I might do it 2 or 3 times. So we will be back when she is all blushed. Okay, I had to blush her a bit more and try and push and pull with the blushing to get it a bit where I wanted it to be. I think on camera it looks really orangey, but in person it's much more of like a warmer color. It's not exactly like the skin color that I was going for, but I really needed it to put some like orange in here because I intend to give her orange hair, and if she has a pink skin tone with kind of like orangey ginger hair, that's not gonna work. So even though this isn't quite the skin color that I would have liked, I'm gonna be going with it anyway, just because it'll look nice with the hair. She does kind of look a little burnt in some places, but it's all a process. A bit better next time. ears are poking out because I think it's cute. Now that she has her hair, I think that the skin tone looks way better than it did. I was kind of concerned that it was gonna be a bit of a failure, but I think it turned out pretty good, and that the skin tone really matches the hair. So we'll be back once I get her hair all styled. And here she is. I ended up using hairspray because I couldn't quite get her little wispies and part to lay down as well as I would have liked. But this is the completed hairstyle. Now her hair is done and we can move on to dressing her. We are going to be making her a little oversized gray jacket that I'm hopefully going to hang off of her shoulders. And then we're also going to be giving her a little white strapless tank top. And then we're also going to be giving her leggings, but I'm really hoping to be able to add like little cuts into them so that they look like they're a little shredded. So let's get started. Okay, and we have got her top and bottom made. For these pants, I cut them out so that they're all jagged and that they're going to show off her cute little freckles. And then I also made this top, but I don't quite like it. This material that I used is super cheap, which means it's super thin and see-through, and I think you can very easily see the fabric. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be painting it and putting a design around right where the seam allowance is in the hopes to cover it. I know you won't be able to see the back because of the jacket, so I'm mostly just going to be focusing on this front area here and giving it some life, and I think it'll make the outfit pop more. So we'll be back when we do that. Okay, and here's the finished top. It hides the fact that this material is very opaque, and I also think that it matches nicely with her eyes. So let's move on to her jacket next. Okay, so for the jacket that I'm going to be making her, I want to give her this oversized jacket. So I'm going to be taking this pattern that I already have and making it a lot larger so that we have a nice, hopefully nice loose jacket. I'm going to make everything just a little bit bigger, and instead of having like a collar for this top, like this pattern calls for, I'm going to be making a hood for it. So I'll be back when I have the updated pattern. Okay, here's the updated pattern. This pattern does not include the hood part of it, I just kind of guessed with that. But with this made, we can start cutting some fabric out of this gray material from an old t-shirt. Let's come back. And here is the little jacket. I think this turned out so cute. Even when I was sewing up the sleeves, I tightened this little part so that they're nice and little. They make a nice little poof. This hood is big, but it does fit around her head. So I'm actually really proud of this jacket because I'm really terrible at sewing. So now that we have all of the pieces of her outfits, it's time to turn to her shoes. Well, not really. Off camera, I painted these little shoes. These were Frankie's shoes that I painted. I was gonna at some point put blue on the laces and stuff to match like the blue of her top, but when I started that, it looked terrible, so I redid it. And I thought that the white and the black looked better and it fit this simpler look that I was going for. So now that we have all of the pieces, we can get her assembled. All dressed up, her little hood. So we have these accessories. I think they're from Gen 3 Laguna, but I think they would look nice on this doll. So we have this little necklace that we're gonna put on, and then we also have this little headband thing that goes on ponytails. And with that, this little doll is done. Does she look like me? I'm gonna put that there and let you guys decide if this doll looks like me, but I am happy with how she turned out. She kind of became her own thing, which I do like. I absolutely just adore her little shoes and the pants. I am happy with how she turned out. Was it how I envisioned? No, but that's okay.